Hi. Hi, Kathy. I guess that I'm live. Anyway, I just just read your request. I'm sorry. It took me so long. Let's go ahead and read on it. I love that box you have. Isn't that funny? You got the same cards and you've had them for so long, and I just got mine. I thought they were way cool. Anyway, Spirit, what's Kathy need to be aware of in her employment around her? Opportunities surrounding her. What does she need to know? Is she going to be able to find something that suits her? Something that pays well and that she enjoys? What have we got coming up for Kat? I don't know if you still need it or not, but let's read on it anyway. Okay. I changed it. It might be a little bit foggy. I had some incense going, a little bit of sage, but not. Well, we'll see what Spirit has to say. What? Alrighty then. Let's see what we got on the bottom that's surrounding you. Underlying. Oh, I got the deck upside down. High Priestess. The High Priestess, and she was in reverse, and if the whole deck's upside down, then I will probably turn them all over. But anyway, she came up in reverse. Let me put these over here so they won't spill off, maybe. They're still real slick from being new. Usually in the upright, as you probably know, she's from the spirit realm. She's a spiritual being. And in this one, she's conjuring things up out of this cauldron. But she's in the doorway. She's in the gateway between spirit and physical. But mostly the high priestess treads on the spiritual side. But in reverse, and you're more materialistic. This is a more materialistic card. I think she's looking at things on the materialistic plane that would want to stay up there. Ooh. I keep setting it up different ways to see if I can get it to where we can read the cards without them all being out. Funky. Anyway, that's what we got laying under there. So, and of course, it's the moon. You have the moon, which is an emotional, watery sign, also a mystery, intuitive sign. But your intuition isn't working real good right now. Not with her being upside down. Let's see what else we've got here, what we're doing. Yeah, she's upside down. The chariot, you're moving. Your action, you're going forward. There's a forward motion here. That's a pretty card. A forward motion with the chariot. What is crossing you? Wow, look at all the major arcanas. The Hanging Dragon is your challenge card, your crossing card. So you want to go forward, but you're being delayed. You can look, you can take this time to look at things from a different perspective. But this, you want to travel forward, you want to dash forward, but the Hanging Dragon isn't going to let you. The Hanging Dragon's just chilling out. It's a card also of sacrifice, of self-sacrifice, of knowing if you're not careful, although it's not in reverse, it can be the card of the martyr. But something here is blocking you. Some obstacle is blocking you from moving forward. See what we got on the base. Again, the Four of Swords. Uh, a block, a stop, a hesitant. You were blocked. You were recharging your batteries, resting, retreating. You've been in retreat in the past. What do we got in the recent past? The Six of Swords. Moving towards a better situation. In the recent past, you've decided to move to a better situation, out of trouble and into a better, maybe a more calm situation. Looks like you're chasing bubbles. But yeah, you're seeking better circumstances. And it looks like you're moving out of different. What do we got up here? But the Ace of Wands, a new beginning. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning that you're working toward. You have an idea right now, because this is in the recent past and just moving off. You're getting away from difficult circumstances, and you're making a new beginning, a new start. And Wands is the energy, is action, is movement too. Also, maybe they're looking at things at different perspectives, but you're concentrating on the material. Look at all this scientific stuff. These cards are fascinating to me. Of course, you're familiar with them, but I haven't, I haven't handled them so much. The new hasn't worn off of it yet. Wow. New beginnings. The Ace of Wands. Look at it sparkle. Wow, wow, wow. There you go. Ursa Major here. Mm-hmm. The star. Yeah, and here's the vine. I was looking for that. Here's your vine growing. So you've got new beginnings, you've got new growth, although that doesn't look like new growth as much as maybe tiny little lights, but I know that's what that is. You're studying for it, you're preparing for it, you're learning to do something. You've got an idea and you're trying to learn how to do it. You've got this idea and you know it's going to take a little doing. Let's see what our future brings in the near future. Ten of Cups. Whatever this is, it seems like it's going to be quite fulfilling. It's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. Wow, and with the materialistic card, probably some materialistic fulfill. Whatever this idea is, it's going to bring you some good vibes here. What is it you're going to worry about? Ah, the King of Swords. Ah, the King of Swords usually is an indicative. It's a card that comes out. It's kind of about the court, the laws, a judge, a policeman, authority. But this is a King of Swords is a person of uh, a strict set of rules, a right and wrong. And they can seem like they have no feelings, that they're very cold. And it really isn't that as much as they're very, very logical. This is this and this is that. And there's not a lot of gray in between. But it can also indicate a person like that, or a judge, or a higher authority of some sort. It could even be some sort of a boss, but this is what your anxiety, what's keeping you awake, what you're worried about. See what the surrounding influence is. Ace of Cups. Seems like your goal for a new beginning. You're wanting to have a new beginning. the surrounding environment is saying, yeah, you need to have a new beginning, and you're doing good. That is gorgeous. And of course, cups are water. He's got little pearls. Am I holding them even in camera? Sorry. I'll scoot over. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, you got new beginnings surrounding you in your environment. See what your hopes and dreams are. The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Again, an emotional card. What do we have here? We've got Swords in the past. Well, and the King of Swords. And then we have three cups in a row. The 10, the Ace, and the 7. 7 of Cups. I'll be darned. And that is your hopes and dreams and wishes section. Ah, yes. And I should have looked at it a little closer. This is illusion and confusion and delusion and all that, which is quite apropos. Look at all the little cups have different things on them. So this is actually what this is a lot of different things, a lot of different opportunities. And that's what you're hoping for. And you do have them, but you're going to have to be careful because this is such a illusionary, confusing card. You may be confused about all the opportunities you do have because this would indicate you've got a lot of opportunities. And you've got a couple of new starts here. Even though you're worried about the King of Swords. But some of these new things, some of these are snakes and stuff. I mean, some of them aren't good. So you need to look cautiously before you go leap, okay? But yeah, you're wanting a lot of opportunities, and you have a lot of opportunities. A lot of this is an emotional couple, or emotional cup. Emotional card also, the Ace of Cups. Let's see what the outcome is. Ooh, the Magician. I'll look at the Major Arcana. Wow, 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 wow. The Magician, the number one card. This is the card of the manifester. You can manifest what it is that you want. You can manifest the situation, the job that you want. You're going to put in a little bit of time learning it, but the Magician can bring forth what it is that they want. It's also the card of the manipulator, so you might want to kind of watch out for that, especially when it's paired with this. Someone might be trying to manipulate you into a situation that you would rather have something else instead of that one. So you need to look at it clearly, look at it carefully, and not let someone talk you into doing something that you don't want to do. But other than that, man, you can manifest. You have all the elements. You have the fire and the air and the 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 cups, the water and the earth. You have them all. You have them all. And you can manifest out of that whatever it is that you want to. Wow. I don't know what it is that you want to do, what kind of a situation you are looking for. However, this card suggests that you have, and so do these, you have a chance to do something that you may have been wanting to do for a while. You may have. What do you want to manifest? It's up to you. What you put your thoughts on. This might be a little bit. It might be a little bit of a challenge because your thoughts right now are so materialistic. They're so down to earth. But on the other hand, that might be a really good thing. It'll keep your feet down on the ground. And this gives you a chance, an opportunity to look at things from a different point of view. So you definitely have going forward cards here. And you also have some that are making you hesitate. So you're kind of in a push me, pull you situation there for just a minute, for just a time. But this gives you a chance to look at things from a different way, from a different direction. And that's always a good thing. I think it's always better to have more than one view of things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But this gives there's a lot of opportunities surrounding you that can be very confusing. But you should be able to bring out whichever one that you want to suit you. Sit down, and this is a communication cards too. See, this is Mercury. Mercury is quick. Mercury is communication. Mercury is a card of Gemini, or the sign of Gemini, the ruler of Gemini, one of them. And also, I think Virgo. I believe he's one of the co-rulers. Anyway, Mercury is a messenger of the gods, and he's the one with the wings on the shoes. You know who Mercury is. But Mercury is the only god that can go from the upper world to the lower world. He can pass through. Mercury sends messages. Mercury can go from like I say, heaven to hell and hell to heaven. He's the one that the gods send messages back and forth to with. Down to Pluto and up to Zeus. Although those are different whatchamacallums. But anyway, you get the idea. But with this, anything you put your mind to, just keep clear thought. Anything you put your mind to, you can certainly manifest. Oozer. What is it that you want? Anything you want. What brings you joy? What tickles your Ace of Cups? Your emotions. Both of these are emotional cards. This is a fire sign. This is like Leo, Sagittarius, go forward, far seeing. Sagittarius, Aries, the ram, the first sign of the zodiac, the pioneer. And this is emotional. This is a water. This is a Cancer. Scorpio, deep. Scorpio is a depth. Cancer is kind of like the crab. It's more on the surface, but it goes in and out of the water. Um, Pisces. Pisces is sort of the middle swimmer, the middle fish. They cruise along in the middle. And Scorpio. Scorpio goes clear down, dives clear down to the bottom. Scorpio's a really deep, deep sign. All three of those are water sign. And then you have it paired with the fire sign, with the action, with the go. So this is a real emotional action, opportunities all around you, some good, some bad. Just make sure you look before you jump at something. Another thing you might want to be aware of, it may not have anything to do, but there's going to be a new moon on the 3rd of June. And you might want to, because the things right now are going to be real confusing, especially around the new moon. Don't put stuff off that's important. If that's what you've got to do, that's what you got to do. But it might be better if you can. to wait to make any real major decisions until like the fourth or the fifth, until it's a little bit clearer. Things will start clearing up a little bit further away from the new moon. But if you have to make a decision now, don't let that deter you. Just go ahead and make it, and try to use as much intuition as you can. But it's going to be kind of a challenge. You're going to be a little bit occluded from the intuition. But if you just stop and look at it from both directions, I think you'll be just fine. Because even though you have some swords there, they're not all that bad. There's something out there waiting for you, though, because you've got four major arcanas. The majors, as you know, is going to be something that's more or less destined, something that needs to happen. You need to slow down a little bit and stop and look around just a little bit, because this shows that you're just balls to the wall right now. Excuse me. I'm just looking to see what else. It's funny, you only have the one wand, but the chariot is balls to the wall anyway, even though it's a water sign, it's a Cancer, but it's still balls to the wall. Chariot's movement. And if you focus it, you've got to focus it. You've got to slow down a little bit and focus. This can be a real help, too. There's something that you really got going for you there. So anyway, that's what I've got. And you can read them as good as I. Fantastic. We'll have to do some together. That'd be fun. Okay. Like I say, I'm not real super familiar with these yet, but I'm having fun with them. Some of them mean different things than what I'm used to. That's cool. That's so cool. Okay, I'm done now. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Thanks again.